What's cracking YouTube? Jobber here, and I have before you another classic old school opening, the Dark Revolution Volume 1. There's actually, this set is enormous. There are amazing super rares and ultra rares. It's really hard for just like pick a specific one, but I want to go after a couple of the ultras that really stood out to me was like Lava Golem Spell Canceller, Breaker the Magical Warrior, and Dark Paladin. Those are some like really like notable ultra rares that are in here. Really, the set is enormous. It has so many different super rares and ultra rares in it. I'm just really excited about popping this thing open. I tracked this thing down on eBay ages ago, saved this thing up for November, December openings that we're going to be doing here on the channel. So hopefully we get some amazing polls. If this video reaches 800 likes, I'll be giving away a free booster box to one of you lucky contestants, and I'll announce the winner in the comments of the next video, so stay tuned for that. So if you guys are new to this channel, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, bell, and follow me on Instagram. It's a nice easy way for you guys to get in contact with me. If you have any cool old school product you'd like to donate to the channel or sell to me, I'm here, and you just message me, or just want to say hi, please do so. All right, so without any further ado, let's get cracking. All right, so yeah, I like to yeah, it was a dice. I put the dice underneath it, prop it up like that, so it's like levitating. Instead of me holding it, boom, the dice does it. I have these giant dice. I bought these things literally, I want to say like 6 or 7 years. No, longer than that. I think I've had these dice for like 13 years. I mean, they're like $10 each. They're really cool. I have a red one and a blue one. Those are the two colors that they had back then. All right, so sorry, a random backstory there. I was thinking I didn't have them for all that long. I've had them forever. Okay, well, look at this gorgeous, before we even get into this beautiful booster box. I mean, look at how stunning the box is just on its own. And we have 13 cards per pack in this old school booster box. And then we have 24 packs per box. So the booster box itself, I don't know if you've ever seen a Pokemon booster box, about the same thickness as a Pokemon box, and it feels about the same too. These Pokemon boxes are, they're very dense. Heavy boxes. Okay, let's see. We'll just try to set this booster box up like it would be displayed at a store. That's pretty cool. All right. Oh my gosh. How many booster packs? Check that gorgeous thing out. 13 cards are going to be in this pack. Let's see if we can pull a... I don't know what we're gonna chill. What should the chase card be? I mean, I'm really kind of unbiased on all of it. I really like Spell Cancel. I really like all of the foils, honestly. I'm an old school player. I've played since the game even before it even actually officially came out as a trading card game. So let's go for Breaker the Magical Warrior. Also, I really like Dark Paladin too. I use that. I put that on the field with Metamorphosis back in the day. So we have our tip card, 20 of 50. Let's go through here. Whoa. Actually, I don't even remember this common. The Oppressed People. Huh. I remember this one. Amazon was Paladin. Let's see what we get. Oh, nice. A rare skill drain. It's incredible that this card, since the printing of this card, and this thing has been around for over 10 years, this thing has been seen play all the way until current decks to this day. Literally, this day. True Draco has been playing skill drain in the deck. The card has been limited to 1 for obvious reasons. It negates the effect of all face-up monsters on the field. Their effects cannot be activated. Really amazing. You only have to pay 1,000 life points. Pay 1,000 life points as long as card remains face up on the field. The effects of all face up effect monsters on the field are negated. Very, very good card. That's crazy. Yeah, I played that. I actually have a weird custom, rare the first pack, right in the first card, the rare Magical Scientist. I actually have a custom skill drain rubber mat. I didn't get it made for myself. I actually just found it online ages ago. And yeah, I believe it has Skill Drain and Barbaros on it. And Barbaros, if you don't know what it is, it's, you can normal summon it by tribute summoning three monsters. And I believe it destroys, if it does, you destroy like all cards your opponent controls or all monsters your opponent controls, something like that. But basically what you would use it for is you would normal summon it. It's an 1900 attack if you normal summon it. And then with Skill Drain, he's 3000. So It's kind of like a good combination. I think that's why the mat was made. I thought it was cool because I did that. I've done the whole Barbros skill drain thing. Yeah, skill drain has been limited to 1 for a long time. The Dark Scorpions. What are we? Oh, Big Bang Shot. What does this one do? Increase the attack of a monster equipped with this card by 400 points. Okay. When the equipped monster attacks with an attack that is higher than the defense of a defense position monster, inflict the difference in battle damage to your opponent's life points. Okay, so basically, it's long story short, it gives your monster piercing plus 400 attack boost. So not too bad. Especially back in the day, everybody was running like 3 scapegoats in their deck for metamorphoses and stuff like that. I remember one time I did something, I think it was Big Bang Shot or something like that, to a Sora Priest. I ended up like heavy storming my friend, and he changed scapegoat. I summoned a Sora Priest and equipped it and attacked over all the scapegoats for 2100 damage each. So since he had 4, that's game. 8400. That was pretty funny. Oh, nice! Our very first foil. It's funny how they put the rare randomly throughout the pack, and then they kind of insert the foil in a random spot. So we have Coffin Seller here as a super rare. Each time monster cards are sent to your opponent's graveyard, inflict 300 points of damage to your opponent's life points. Not bad. The card is so old, I just really feel that I should sleeve these cards up. Preserve these foils at least. Okay, we'll have our own little pile here for foils. I don't know how many foils that you're guaranteed in one of these old school booster boxes of the Dark Revolution. I don't even believe that we've ever even... we've opened some of these packs before, but I don't believe we ever opened up a booster box of it. And the booster boxes themselves are outrageously expensive. To try to find one of these. I think I paid like $350 just for this booster box alone. And I've seen them online. Most of the time they're around... Oh, nice! Foil right off the bat. I see these booster boxes normally around the $400 range, so... So we have our Dark Master Zork here, is our super rare. Very cool. Plop that down. And Spell Vanishing is our rare. Sakuratsu Armor. Autonomous Action Unit. Final Countdown, very cool. I actually have my little dog over here trying to visit. Come here, buddy. Here he is, in case you guys haven't seen him. He's roaming around, making sure there's no scraps on the ground. Good boy. Most of the time when I'm doing videos, he just kind of like hangs out on his little bed next to me. I have little beds made for him literally throughout the house. I have one in my office where I ship orders, so he can hang out in there if he wants to. And then he has his kennel and his bed inside my room, which he does hang out in there quite a bit. But then at night he ends up sleeping with me. And then there's a bed right next to me to my left. So when I'm making videos, if he wants to just hang out, he can. He's my buddy. And he is a Jack Russell Terrier. They're really cool. They have a lot of energy. Super smart. I want to say there for the small dogs, he definitely seems like one of the smartest dogs. At least one of the smartest dogs I've ever met. I don't know. I know some really intelligent dogs out there, but for a small dog, it doesn't seem like there's a... I mean, I know there's quite a few, but it seems like for like the quote-unquote most intelligent dogs, they always seem to be like the mid-range to larger dogs. And he's just pretty small when he's like 15 pounds or so. 17 pounds in the wintertime. He gets a little bit of back fat on him. He always bulks up during the winter. And in summertime, he gets all like skinny. My friends were, "Oh my gosh, are you starving?" I'm like, "No, he just every year he always does this." So, yeah, good animal. Oh wow, right on. Actually, man, I was looking through the list of cards just a moment ago, and I didn't remember that they put the Skull Archfiend of Lightning in here. Wow, that is really cool. That is really awesome. Wow, what a beautiful looking card. Gosh, that is gorgeous. Our first ultra rare, and that might be our only ultra rare. I don't know how many foils you're supposed to pull in one of these boxes. We're at 3 so far. And it seems to be pretty early on to our opening. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. The Skull Archfiend of Lightning ultra rare. So 2 supers and an ultra so far. So that's really cool. Still on the hunt for that Breaker the Magical Warrior. Oh, nice! World Tribute. Cool. This card has gone up to 3 on the current Forbidden list. So very neat. The hard habit for me to break, I want to say ban list, The ban list is for players that have been caught cheating, or you know, whatever they've been caught with. sometimes it's not even to do with playing, but yeah, forbidden list for Yu-Gi-Oh! That was always called the ban list for the longest time. It's a really hard habit to break. And we have our Rope of Life. It's our rare. Very cool. Token Festival. I think if you destroy all tokens, you destroy all tokens, you destroy that many cards you put inside the field, something like that. Destroy all tokens on the field. Increase your life points by the number of tokens that are destroyed. I thought there was another one where it's like destroy as many tokens as you currently control and destroy that in the same number of cards your opponent controls. I think so. I think that's a card. Maybe I'm just making things up. That sounds right though. Oh, Y Dragon Head is our rare in here. Good old-fashioned Kaiba card. Gravekeeper's Curse. I love the Gravekeeper cards, how like powerful they've been over the years as well. Like even Rivalry of Overlords, good Floodgate. Even right now in my control deck, which I call the Jobber Special, I need to do a deck profile on that actually. I've been playing Necro Valley in there as well, just to be able to stop graveyard effects. Also, it's just nice because it's like it's a Floodgate that doesn't hurt your back row because it's it's a field card, so it just is not in your way. It just makes it really nice. Be able to have that additional. It's like having 6 back row. I mean, most of the time you don't have that many, but it's just nice if it does come up, drawing cards and whatnot, that you're able to have that spot that's just not clogged. And then on top of that, a lot of people, almost everybody, main decks impermanence, so them not being able to turn off Necro Valley is also really nice. Long story short, I should just do a deck profile on it. I was out. Oh, nice. Reaper of the Nightmare rare. I was out. I hadn't played in an event in over 3 years, and I decided to come back and start playing again. So it's been nice. It's been a good journey. I have had some pretty deep runs of the YCSs. Oh, nice. Super rare question. Right on. It's one of my all-time favorite cards. Oh, wow. Wave Motion Cannon in here. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Question's one of my favorite cards. You activate it, and your opponent has to call the first monster that's in your graveyard, that was sent to your graveyard, that's in your graveyard, and then if your opponent calls it right, it's banished. If they call it wrong, you get to special summon. It's like Monster Reborn, but a little bit of a gamble there. Obviously, that's a pretty cool card. But Wave Motion Cannon in there, I don't know if that card might be worthy of putting over here with the foil, since it's a pretty valuable card. Especially with Mystic Mine roaming around out there. They always got those Mystic Mine, or Mine Burn, whatever you want to call it. Well, Metamorphoses. Oh my gosh, can't speak. Metamorphoses in here. That's cool. And I have a Duelist Revolution 2 box as well. I'm going to be opening up probably next month. I have it here though. Nadora. When this monster is destroyed by battle, I think it destroys that same one or destroy one monster. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, destroy one monster on the field. Nice. Yeah, I ran this in one of my old school Chaos Sorcerer return decks way back in the day. I ran Mystic Tomatoes and things in there. Just trying to have like a nice toolbox ability where when the Mystic Tomato would be attacked over, you just had multiple targets, So being able to go into something like that where you're able to destroy a monster, it's always nice. And just destruction back in the day was just very useful as a whole. So we have Cobra Jar, and we have our Dark Scorpion Thorn. I think the solo, I want to say it's the solo female of the Dark Scorpions, actually. The Final Attack Orders. Oh, the Butterfly Dagger Elma is our rare. And then we have our Reasoning. Yeah, let's see the picture here. I think there's only one female. Yep. There's the token female. And my favorite Dark Scorpion is the one right at the front there. It is Don Zalug. The guy is awesome. If you deal any damage to your opponent with him, you can take one random card from their hand and send it to the graveyard. Or if you want, you can mill the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. So it's pretty cool. Desk Koala, rare. I did that before when my opponent didn't have a hand, and I milled off the top of his deck. This is way back. This is like GOAT format when I was playing at this regional. He milled Pot of Greed and what was it? Monster Reborn. Pot of Greed and Monster Reborn. Nice. Drag Down to the Grave. It's a really good common. Just crazy. And Dontalug was you're able to get him with Mystic Tomato as well, so that's another target. Dontalug's 1400 attack and 1500 defense warrior, 4-star. Pretty cool. Pretty cool dude. Magical Merchant. Another card you just... Okay, I'll just read it off. Flip, pick up card from the top of your deck until a spell card or trap card is picked up. Add that card to your hand, send the remaining cards to the graveyard. This was really awesome. So one of the regionals that I topped when I was playing it was a Dark World. It's a really interesting deck. I had like Metamorphosis, and it had basically to summarize it, I ran Cyberstein with Dark World, because if you put a Dark World monster, which all the Dark World cards basically would clear your opponent's board, and you put a Cyberstein with Cyber Twin Dragon, it was game. It was 8600. So, but long story short, I ran Magical Merchant in there as well. I flipped over Magical Merchant. I milled 5 monsters off the top of my deck into Pot of Avarice. And Pot of Avarice, if you don't know what that does, you shuffle 5 monsters in your graveyard back into your deck and you draw 2 cards. So literally just flip this, got +1 off of that, and then another +1 got +2 by just flipping this card. And then I Metamorphosis this off into Thousand Eyes Restrict and sucked up my opponent's monster. So it was it was pretty amazing. Oh wow, there we go. Judgment of Anubis. This one's a really cool card. I ran this in one of my old school, it was like a control burn deck, and again, this is really, really old. This is when before there was YCSs, it was showing jumps. This is when I ran this card. So discard one card from your hand, negate the activation and the effect of a spell card controlled by their opponent that has the effect of destroying spell or trap cards on the field. So say they're like Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, Feather Duster back then. Destroy it. After that, you can destroy one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field and inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the attack of that monster. It's a very, very good card. It's really strong. And it's ultra rare in here. It become in, what was it? Was it Frontic Guardian? No. What set is it? It comes secret rare, and it looks absolutely stunning as a secret rare. So, yeah, really cool. Nice card to have resolve, especially back in the day. We got our Spirit Reaper here. This thing has a lot of memories with me, Mystic Tomato. Having playing a control deck like that back in the day was nice, because everyone was main decking Heavy Storm and Mystical Space Typhoon. And depending on when I was playing that, I think they had Feather Duster as well. So at least the Heavy Storm and the 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, that was pretty standard back in the day. There's like these specific staple cards that like every single deck ran, and you just basically chose other monsters and stuff to play with it. So it's like every single deck ran these like specific cards, you know, like the Mirror Force, the Torrential, Monster Reborn, Confiscation, Forceful Sentry, Delinquent Duo, Heavy Storm, and Mystical Space Typhoons and all that. So pretty funny. And then you just build, so I want to say almost like half your deck was like auto built, and then you just had to build the rest of your deck. So the Skilled Dark Magician is our rare here. Cobra Jar. Secret Barrel, cool. That one burns your opponent for, I believe it's 200 life points for every card your opponent controls and currently in their hand. You got Poison of the Old Man. This card right here was a card that was played a ton, and time, end, and burn. So you can, way back in the day, would side these cards, and in case it was getting close to time, so you'd win in life points. You could burn your opponent for 800 life points, or you could gain 12. So you just use the effect to gain 1200 life points. It's pretty cool. Because there's actually some cards that some people are siding to prevent burn, so, but no one had anything to stop. Oh, nice! The Different Dimension Dragon, super rare. Ah, gosh, I haven't seen this card in a long time. I believe the last I saw this is one of the, I can't remember exactly what show it was, but I want to say Kaiba was playing, and I think they were like dueling on like a road or something. It was a long time ago. Like Kaiba was playing this. That's really cool. cub is basically the reason why I got into the card game to begin with, so that's pretty cool. Saw the structure deck. Oh, rare. Barrel behind the door. A barrel behind the door, it basically, like, whatever damage you would take, your opponent would take instead. So, like, if you ring a destruction something, your opponent would just take double the damage. Actually, I've gotten barrel behind the door almost for game. Pretty crazy. The Guardian Seal, and we have a Luster Dragon there. Nico Main King. Nico Main King was a cool card too. This card was a card that a lot of people were side decking. During your opponent's turn, this card is sent to the grave or by an effect, your opponent's spell, trap, or monster effect. Your opponent's turn ends. It's pretty cool. With everybody main teching Heavy Storm, not Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Raigeki, and what was it, Exiled? It was just the best feeling ever. Then reinforcing the army for an Exiled force, summoning an Exiled force, using the effect to pop in, their turn just ends, just like that. They don't have to set any back row, no follow-up play, just their turn's over. So, pretty cool. Dice Reroll. There. YuGiOh Trio. Nice classic card. We have our Different Dimension Gate. It's our rare. Oh, what do we have here? Our last booster pack, guys. Let's see. What we get here? We didn't get either one of the ultra rares that I was calling for, but I mean, honestly, I'm totally okay with it because I'm just a little bit unbiased, and I actually didn't know about the Summoned Skull of Archfiend being in here. I don't know how I overlooked that. Oh, Kaiser Coliseum. Haven't seen that since the Boojans were roaming around. Okay, so let's see here. What kind of rares do we have? I love how, like, when you're going through the pack, you don't know exactly where they are. We only, out of an entire booster box, just to give you guys an idea of how difficult it is to pull a wave motion cannon, we pulled one out of one booster box. That's actually insane. So what do we get? Was it 6 foils? Looks like it. So we have our 2 ultra rares. The Judgment of Anubis is just actually an awesome ultra rare, and probably the coolest looking ultra you could have pulled from the set, the Skull Archfiend of Lightning. And then we have our 4 super rares. Ended up pulling. My favorite super rare of all of them was the question here, since I actually did play this card way back in the day at locals. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so some pretty cool rares in there too. And yeah, I think it was only what? We only pulled one skill drain too? An entire booster box only pulled 1 skill drain as well, but the commons is even more incredible. The Wave Motion Cannon is that much of a short print in here that we opened an entire booster box and only pulled 1. That's insane. Well, again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and bell, and follow me on Instagram. Shoot me a message and say hi. I'd love it. If this video reaches 800 likes, I will be giving away a free booster box of the newest set, so stay tuned for that. And Jobber here is signing out.